Thank you, Father. Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I just seen a quick video, a news story coming out of California, so I wanted to share it with you guys real quick. I'm going live later this evening, but that's going to be with an encouraging word. So pretty much I seen a video, and of course it's in California. They're trying to pass a bill pretty much that bans selling the Bible and other religious books. And in the, I'm going to share the link in the comments. But in the bill that they're trying to pass, the reason behind it is so they can change and modify behavior. Now, this is very, very, very disturbing because I've been talking about this for 4 years, and a lot of people just been blowing me off, saying, I'm doing too much and, just going overboard. But also I was reading in the Chicago Tribune the other day how they're implementing these things in the schools over there. It's just not California. And then also, you guys seen the other day, I shared a memo. And in the memo, it was another thing that they were passing in the schools and the districts and passing through the courts. It pretty much said that the LGBTQ history, they want that implemented in the schools, right? So they want the kids to learn about the LGBTQ history, and they compared it to learning about, people like Dr. King and, Black history. So they feel that it's important for the LGBTQ community to be represented in the history books. And then on top of that, the sexual education classes. What I saw in the memo in the bill, it says that it will be mandatory for all students to take the LGBTQ, training and the what is these things? The gender fluidity, the transgenderism, if you're a boy and you feel like you're a girl. And it's mandatory for the students to take it. And they were saying K through 12 or something crazy like that. And the parents are not allowed to opt out of it. Now, check out the nerve of these people. On the bottom of the memo, whoever wrote it, right, when they're trying to pass the bill, they said that the parents cannot opt their kids out of it, but they can discuss with their kids that they don't agree with what the school is teaching. Like, who are you to tell me what I'm going to teach my kids and what I'm going to tell my kids and what I can't opt out of? How about you just teach math and English and science and leave the sex stuff to the parents? I've been telling you guys about this for a while, and it's not a joke and it's not a game, and it's not because we hate anybody, because we have the understanding that I love you. I might not agree with your lifestyle, but that doesn't mean that I hate you, right? I don't have to celebrate what you're doing in the bedroom. I don't have to bow down to what you're doing in the bedroom. The problem that I have is not because I hate you, but it's that you're trying to force it down my children. Every time I turn on the television, every time we see a movie, it's supposed to be a kid's show, a kid's movie, we see it. It's in the Disney cartoons. There's a petition to turn, what is this, the show Frozen, the movie Frozen, right? That was a really big movie, and a lot of people watching it. There's a petition to make Elsa in the movie, the next one, gay, right? Now check this out. So that's in this is the reason why some people vote the way that they do. And the reason why it's so serious, listen to this warning, is because these people, if you notice what I said to you, they said the plan is to ban the selling of the Bible because it's offensive. This is going on in California. They want to ban it because they feel that it's going to help push America forward, and it's going to change the behavior and change the mentality of people. So pretty much what they're saying is the Bible is poisoning people and keeping us, going backwards. Now, we already know the Bible talks about this, the spirit of the Antichrist. The spirit of the Antichrist is anything that comes against God's order for things. Now, let me show you something that God just showed me. I usually have this young man over here come cut this grass in my backyard, but he hasn't been here for a while. Now, I've been warning you guys about this stuff for 4 years, and I told you guys about the vision God gave me, a golden statue being erected, but in the spirit. You can only see it in the spirit world, and it's happening with the politicians and stuff like that. And there's going to be a time where you're going to be forced to bow down. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, also in California, these are the people who are trying to move our country forward. And this is why the voting is so important, because the laws that are being passed, and it ends up affecting your kids in the school. It ends up affecting the business and things like that. But there's another law where they're passing it where if you don't use somebody's gender pronoun, the one that they identify with, you could be sued a couple $1,000. So what is that law really saying? That law is saying that we're going to bow down to where I'm believing in my mind. And if you don't bow down and speak the lie out of your mouth, then I'm going to get you in trouble with the court. So they're forcing you to say the lie. So Bruce Jenner, right? That's a man. We're going to force you to say she. We're going to force you to say her. And if you don't, we're going to fine you a lot of money. You can look this stuff up. Now, this is something that I wanted to show you guys back here in my garden. It looks like a garden because I got so many. It's a garden of weeds, if anything, back here in my backyard. I looked out the window right before I did this video. So you see how tall this grass is. And you see all the weeds that are raising up because I haven't had it cut. My next door neighbor, he just moved. And I always used to come over here and have him cut the grass. Now you see how tall it's gotten because it's been a while since it's been cut. But right here, you see there's no weeds, right? It's flat. Right here, you see there's another square. Right here, you see there's another square. Now, if you guys seen a couple weeks ago, I was throwing this couch, this big old couch. I was using it in a video and throwing it around. Now, I left the mats here on the ground. Now, what does that mean? Because somebody took a stand, all right, the weeds weren't able to grow up and infect this little spot right here. God is looking for somebody to take a stand, all right? If we don't take a stand, this is what's about to happen. All right, check this out. This is what's about to happen in our schools. This is what's about to happen in our jobs. This is what's about to happen in America. Now, I'm not saying that politics is going to save it. I always tell people, people get it so confused what I'm saying. God doesn't have a party, all right? He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. But you have to pay attention. The Bible says, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. You have to look at who God is using. There is a people out there that is pushing an agenda, and so many people are not aware of it. So many people are just, oh, it doesn't matter, and you're getting caught up in all the wrong things, and you're looking at people's faces, and you don't like them individually, and you can't see that there's a war going on in the spirit world. There's moves that are being made, and because Christians are so ignorant, because churches are not talking about it, you see no weeds in this spot because somebody said, you know what, I'm going to take a stand for holiness. I'm going to take a stand for what is right. So the weeds didn't hit that spot until it was moved. Now you can see this, right? Now all over here, it's just completely surrounded. You can't even see the bottom. There's so much confusion. You don't even know right from wrong. They're calling good evil and evil good. But right over here, I can still see what the truth is. It's not covered up. We've got so many people running around talking about, I'm a Christian, and they're so far off from the Bible and biblical standards and living right now. I say this because I don't know how many people are going to see this video. Your sin is no different than my sin, okay? I'm not attacking you, for the way that you live. We all have to repent. Jesus died for all sin on one cross, and all sin without salvation through Jesus Christ is a one-way ticket to hell. You got to be blessed. Do some research. Be looking it up. You better pay attention. It is serious because it will affect your children. The world that your children are growing up, it will affect them. Y'all be blessed.